Welcome back to the channel, my friends. I am Kevin, and this is Reading the Room. We're here to do the episode 2 breakdown for Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. It was okay. It was okay. I'm gonna vote a mid-tier episode at best. I don't want to call it a filler episode, even though that's probably what they intended. And by filler, I don't mean bad. I mean, what can I compare this to? If you guys are fans of the Lord of the Rings series, the trilogy of movies that came out way back in the day, and by way back in the day, I mean like when I was in the 6th, 7th, or 8th grade, one of those ones. But the Fellowship of the Ring, when it came out, it was great. Then the Two Towers came out, and you're like, oh wow, the Fellowship isn't looking that great. And then the Return of the King came out, and you're just like, oh, the last two movies had a lot of action. The Fellowship kind of didn't. The Fellowship was the introductory movie, just like this is the introductory episode of who's all the characters, how they connect, how they get along with each other, because unlike the last one where Dunk was kind of, I don't know, interacting with, let's call them lowborn people, in this episode he was just out there busting it up with the next king of Westeros. So it's kind of weird. Lionel Baratheon, another A++ acting performance, my friend. As you guys know, I love House Baratheon. Damn near all of them. They're all great. They're so interesting. But yeah, this is the introductory episode. It's the Fellowship of the Ring. It's the first Captain America movie. It's the first Thor movie where there's not a lot of action, but there's a lot of things to learn for future episodes. So I'm hoping more people take it like that instead of just going, oh, bad, no action. Like, we got a little bit of action at the end, some cool choreography where one of the guys like falls off the horse, rolls, jumps on another horse, bends down, grabs a shield, and then keeps going with the joust. So that was some good action. We got to see a dick in this episode. So I guess for people who are into that kind of thing, I guess you got what you wanted to get. There's one of that. You kind of learned, I know it's going to sound like weird, but you kind of learned how Dunk got from where he was to this very moment in history. And I know the first episode had a little bit of that as well, but it seems like that's what they're planning on doing, is just learning more and more about Dunk as the show goes on. The Targaryens were dicks. Baelor was okay. He was a good character so far. Maekar, dick. Aerion Targaryen, dick, but I absolutely just enjoyed his performance. He has something that I'm going to call resting dick face. It's kind of like resting bitch face, but for men. When he was up there with all the other Targaryens, you just knew he was a dick. The guy, you're like, the guy on the left, yep, he's a dick. I can just see it. His little back and forth with Dunk, he was everything that I wanted in his character so far. 2 episodes in, and he's the exact asshole that I expected him to be. Thank God. We got to see how he came up with his shield. Pretty swell. Little girl smacked Dunk in the hallway. That was pretty swell. I don't know. I might do a breakdown of the next, what is this, episode 3, the little trailer at the end. But I don't know. It's a lot of work. That's like 3 minutes of my life that I don't know if I'll get back. It'll be out at sometime this week. Oh, sorry. It's midnight here. It's midnight. I literally just got done watching the episode and decided, fuck it, I'll make the review video, but that's it. I'm not going to do, I know some people have like, oh, Knight of the Seven Kingdoms versus the connections to the Game of Thrones series. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try my best to stay on topic and talk about the episode that just happened. And that's it. Leave in the comments if you're a Lionel Baratheon fan or not, because my man in today's episode just jumped off a tug of war and he's like, guys, I gotta drink. That's the whole point of this thing. I gotta go drink. Did absolutely nothing. His team still won. It is what it is. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Peace.